Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the new project. We're gonna create the portfolio. Okay, and the technologies we're gonna use: React.js and Material UI. You can see the particles in here. I will show you the library, how you can implement. Okay, and you can see the text. It's a typed effect and it's library also. And if we click on the button, you can see here's the slider with the menu, and the slider have the footer with the social icons. So if we click on the resume component, and here's a working experience. Okay, and of course this project mobile friendly and mobile first. Okay, so you can see. All right, so let's see the portfolio. Okay, here it's like example, you can place here your projects. All right, and simple contact me form. All right, so this project is good example how you can use React.js and Material UI. All right, so let's start it, guys. Let's build this project. Okay, let's create the project directory. So I'm gonna call it portfolio. All right, so let's open code editor. I using the Visual Studio as always. Let's open, it's in the desktop portfolio. So I'm gonna use the create React app, of course, and to install it, create React app and space and dot if I wanna create in this directory. All right. Usually you name the directory. If you want to create inside specific directory, you just add dot. All right, let's clean the project. I'm gonna delete index CSS. I'm gonna delete logo SVG. Okay, and in the public, favicon and 2 logo images. All right, and in index, so I delete the index CSS, I delete the import path. Okay, so if you want your app to work offline and load faster, you can change unregistered to register below. Okay, so let's do it, we'll see. Okay, let's save. Let's close the index. Let's open app.js. Delete the SVG path. Let's clean these elements. So I'm gonna use fragments. Let's set h2. Welcome to the app component. Okay, let's save. And what else we need? I think that's it. So let's start the project. Clear. So to start it, npm start. All right, working good. So let me close the terminal and let me fold it. So here's a folder with the project images. I'm gonna leave you a link to download these files in the description of this video. So now just copy and close it up, open project in the source folder. I just paste. Okay, that's it. So okay, first let's create the components folder. Components. Okay, inside the components folder I'm gonna create index. It's gonna be the main component. We're gonna render all our child components in this component. Okay, so I'm gonna use the snippets for the let me show you the plugin which I use. ES7 React Redux GraphQL React Native Snippets. So if you don't have this, I recommend you to install, because we're gonna use it during this project, and it's we save the time. So I'm gonna use the snippet RefC to create the functional component and press the tab button. So yeah, and Ctrl D 2 times. So I'm gonna rename it to home. All right, and let me add the text. This is home component. Okay, we're just gonna export it with the export default. All right, and let's import in the app.js. So instead of this, I'm gonna import the home, and the import path is gonna be import home from in the components. So now we can check. Okay, well, this is a home component. So okay, we're under the home component, and the highest component, this is the app. All right, so next let's close the index in app. Let's create another one component. We're gonna call it Navbar.js. It's gonna be the Navbar navigation bar. All right, so I use the snippet RefC again. Oh, not this one. RefC. Okay, and let's first, guys, we need to install Material UI. Okay, to use the Material UI, we need to install it. So we're gonna install by the npm install add the Material UI. We need the core Material UI, and we need the icons, because we're gonna use the icons. And for the style, Material UI and styles. Okay, all right, so we installed the 3 packages. Let's close the terminal, and now let's import from Material UI the components Material UI core, and inside the parentheses we're gonna start importing. So we need the app bar, we need the toolbar, list item, we need the icon button, list item text, and avatar, divider, list, and typography for the text. And by the way, let's import the box. Okay, I will explain you guys during we're gonna building what this for. Okay, so and let's import the icons, because we're gonna use the icons. Okay, so we need the arrow back. That's for our toggling the sidebar. Then we need the assignment AD, and then we need the home icon, we need the apps, and let's import contact mail. All right, that's it now for importing. And in here, let's Ctrl D 2 times. Instead of div, we're gonna add the box. So box, it's like a container, you know. In a components UI, in a box, you can specify what kind of component, you know. In our case right now, the box is gonna be the component. It's gonna be the nav, all right. That's how we specify what kind of the element it's gonna be. Okay, inside the box, we're gonna add the app bar. All right, and app bar, toolbar. All right, and okay, and inside the toolbar, we're gonna add the icon. It's gonna be the arrow back, and let's import in index right away. Let's delete this one. We're gonna add the nav bar. And let's import. So import nav bar from oh, it's in the same folder, so just nav bar. Let's save, let's check. All right, so we have our app bar. So guys, we're gonna build our application, our app mobile first. Okay, we're gonna build mobile first, then we're gonna expand the screen sizes and we're gonna adjust the elements. All right, so let's change the color of our app bar and change the color of our the icon button. Okay, did I add the icon button here? No, we need to wrap in the icon button, guys. Icon button. Okay, and we're gonna wrap our arrow back, as without icon button it's not gonna have the effect like a button, you see. It's this kind of cool effect. All right, so we're gonna change the app bar background and the color of our icon. So to do that, in app bar, first let's add the position. It's gonna be static. In React, inside any component, you can style inside the element, you know. So let's do that. Style, 2 curly brackets and background. I'm gonna add the 222. And for arrow back icon, I'm gonna add the style as well. Same. And background, I'm gonna use tomato. Okay, let's save, let's see. Okay, let me see what's not the background, guys, my bad. It's need to be color. All right, let's open again. All right, good. And you see the padding, you know. So in material UI, they have the component for this. So let me show you material UI. Okay, and let's name it. Okay, let's open material UI. This guy, and in the search. Baseline, yes, CSS Baseline. This is it. So we're gonna use CSS Baseline. What does CSS Baseline do? Is just remove any paddings and margins. Okay. So let's grab this import path. We're gonna add it in our highest component. So it's, in our case, it's app.js. Okay, so let's add import path in here, and let's wrap CSS Baseline. Okay, do we need a wrap? Let me check. We need a wrap. No, it says no, we don't need a wrap, so we're just gonna do one line on the component. Okay, we can wrap it. I think it's not a big deal. Okay, let's save and let's check our app. Where is it? Or we can add in a fragment container. Let's do a fragment container. Okay. Let me reload. And you can see no gaps, no margin paddings in our body in HTML. Okay. And now let's add the text portfolio in here. Okay. Let's close it up. This one, and for any titles, any text, we're gonna use the typography component. All right, inside the toolbar, we're gonna add the typography. All right, and we can specify what kind of text we want: heading, subtitle, or just paragraph. You know, to do that, just add the attribute variant, and in our case we're gonna add let's add h5. Okay, let me add the text inside this component portfolio. Okay, let's save, let's see. Okay, so let's change the color. We're gonna add the style inside. Style, color, I'm gonna use the 10. All right. And let me see there while trying to use the phone icon from manifest. Let's get rid of this arrow. I think it's in the public in index, and let's delete this line. Let's get rid of a theme color and manifest, and up to here. Let's save. Let's see if error disappear. Yeah, and okay, so it's a warning because we're not using yet all the imported components. Okay, so let's continue. Next, guys, let's create we're gonna create the sidebar. Okay, let's do that. Let's go back. Let's close this one, and on the top in here, let me wrap with inside the fragment the box. Okay, and for now we're just gonna create on the top. So we're just gonna style it. So we're gonna add in the box here. Okay, and that's gonna be component. We're gonna use the div in here. Okay, and let's add the component, the avatar. The avatar, it's like image, an image in HTML. Okay, and of course the source, and we're gonna add alt. All right, so let's import the image for the avatar. We're gonna use this PNG image. We're gonna import it in here. So import avatar from 2levels app. It's avatar.png. All right, and let's add the path avatar, and And for the alternative, if image not gonna show up, we'll just add the name. So in our case, Russell Russell Crowe, our hero. Crowe, let's spell it right. Okay, and let's see. Okay, so our avatar showed up. So now let's continue to work on our sidebar, and we're gonna create the icons and links right here to the resume, portfolio, and contact. All right, so let's go back. All right, now we're gonna import the make styles. Let me show you. It's in a material UI, so it's make styles. So what for the make styles? Make styles allow us to change the material UI's default styles, so to do that we need to import. So let's do that, guys. Let's import in here make styles, core styles. Okay, and we're gonna create the styles in here. Okay, so let's comment on styles, and let's create a constant use styles. You can name it whatever you like, it's just variable, and equal, and we're gonna place the make styles, which is just important, and it's gonna be the object, and how we're gonna call our class name for our component. Let's call it menu, I don't know, menu slider container. All right, width I'm gonna use the 250 pixels, and background I wanna use the font 511, and height for now let's add like, I don't know, 30 rem. Let's save. Now we need to create another variable, const. I'm gonna name it classes, and we're gonna place the use styles in here. In a box, class name and classes dot and our class name, it's menu slider container. So let's save. Should be work. Let's see. Yep. Okay. So let's make a little bit bigger our icon and place it in the middle. All right. To do that, let's give the class name right away. For the avatar, class name, classes dot avatar. All right. Let's create this class in here and style it. Avatar, and we're gonna display block. Then we're gonna add the margin. I'm gonna add the top and bottom 0.5 rem, and on the right and left I'm gonna add auto. And one more feature, guys, I want to show you. So in here I'm gonna give the argument theme, and it's gonna be the arrow function. Okay, and now we're gonna use the material UI's APIs, okay, or how it's called. So we're gonna give the width. I want to show you a different way how we can give it the width. So we're gonna use theme dot spacing. I will add the 13, and height I'm gonna use the same theme dot spacing and 13. Okay, let's save. and let's see. All right, let's add the divider component. Okay, I'm gonna divide. Let's see how it looks. Divider. Okay, looking nice. And after divider, we're gonna add the list component. So here we're gonna place the list item that's for our links and icons. And let's first add the list item icon. Okay, and let's add the icon. How we're gonna add our icons and links? We're gonna use the map. We're gonna map it first. Let's create the array with our icons and our links. For now, it's just gonna be the text. So let's create the variable const, and we're gonna name it menu. New icons. It's gonna be the array with the objects, and first gonna be list icon, and we're gonna add the first icon, gonna be the home icon. Okay, let me add the home, and let's add the link text list. I'm gonna name it list text, and it's gonna be the home. Okay, so and we need for let me add the comma, don't forget we need for resume, we need for portfolio, and for contacts. Okay, so let's change in here for the resume assignment ID, this guy, resume, and this is gonna be apps, that's for portfolio, and the last one contacts mail, and it's gonna be the contacts component, link to contact component. Okay, all right, so we create our array with our links, text links and icons. Now let's map. We're gonna start in here, so menu let's say not icons, items. All right, guys, items, so not to be confused. That map, and let's add two arguments, ls item and the key. Okay, it's gonna be the function wrap list icons, and let's add for the text, for the link text, it's list item and text. It's actually gonna be like this. And let's add right here. All right, so let's start to add, and we're gonna add here's a button. Inside the list icons, we're gonna add the last item dot, and how we called list icon. Okay, that's list icon. All right, so let's see. List icon is not defined. Why? How I called it? Okay, we're not imported. Okay, let's import it. List item icon. Okay, we didn't see, so we need to add the key. We're gonna add in here. Let's add the key. Let's save. Let's see. Why it's showing the error? It's no error in here. Okay, guys, you see here's a misspelling. Oh my god. Oh my god. So let's Ctrl D. Let's select. It's misspelling. That's why it doesn't show up. All right. Sometimes happen, guys. So it's normal. A working process. All right, let's continue. So now let's add the text. To add the text, we're gonna use the material UI attribute primary, because the text we adding in a list item text with the primary attribute, and in here we're gonna map it list ls item that list text. I hope it's spelling right. Yes. All right, so let's save. Let's see. And here's our links text. All right, and you see this effect. If we're gonna remove the button, we're not gonna see the effect. You see, I'm clicking, not effect. So the button attribute give us this nice looking effect. All right. So, okay, let's change the color of the icon and links text, and let's create a new class. I'm gonna name it list item. Okay, and color which I want to use is a tan, T-A-N. All right, and let's go down here. We're gonna add for the icons, so let me add the class name, classes, no, small spelling, classes, and list item. Let me copy this class name, and for the list item text, same. Okay, let's see. All right, good. So okay, now let's do the interesting part. Let's programming. Let's hide this div, and we want to click on this arrow button, and we want to show this list, this component with toggling from the right. Okay, so let's do that. The function const, I'm gonna name it side list, and the parameter slider, it's gonna be arrow function, and let's move this box up to here. Okay, inside of this side list. Okay, let's save. And now let's import the use state. We're gonna use the hook in here. Okay, use state, because for manipulating with the state in a functional component, we can use nice feature, it's hooks. Okay, let's create the state. Const in the array, I'm gonna name the state, and set state, and use state, and it's gonna be object, and I'm gonna use the right and false. That's for our sidebar. Okay, so by default it's gonna be false, it's gonna be hidden. Okay, and let's create the toggler method. Const toggler slider. Okay, you can name it wherever you like, and to argument the slider and open, and I'm gonna use the functional component, and we're gonna change the state with the set state. It's gonna be the object. We're gonna bring all the states, parameter state, and the slider open. Let's save, let's see what we got, and let's add I miss the greater than. Let me see. Okay, no errors, only warnings. Okay, let's continue, and let's import one more component. Import, we're gonna name it, we're gonna give it a custom name. I'm gonna name it mobile right menu slider from material UI core, and it's driver. I hope I pronounce it right. And okay, so let's add down here before toolbar, so it's mobile slider right, and here let's give the attribute, let's do open. I'm gonna add the state dot right. Down here we're gonna add side list, this one, okay, with our list icons and text. Let's put down here, and we're gonna say the right. Let's save. I think almost done. Let me see. So if we click, nothing, because we need to add Unclick Event to our icon button right here. So let's do unclick toggle slider right. That's gonna be true, because we want to show on a click. Alright, let's see, no errors. Up. You see, guys, it's going from left, but we need from the right. To fix this, we need to add to our mobile right menu slider one more attribute. We're gonna add anchor. We want to say right. We want it from the right side, open from the right side. Okay, let's see if it's worked. Yeah, so you can use anchor to from top. You can open from top. You see? Okay, and also from the bottom. I just want to show you guys, you can use any way you like, you know. Okay, so now we need, let's add back from the right side, and what we're gonna do next, we wanna, when we click on the site or when we click on the link in its route, we wanna our sidebar disappear. Okay, and let's fix the width, and we're gonna work on our close the sidebar. So the width, let's add right here 100%. Let me see if this works, and we continue. Yeah, good. Okay, when we click on the links or we click on the site, we want to close. Okay, so let's do that. Go down here and close. And we're gonna say toggle slider, and right, that's gonna be the false. So now it should be work, guys. Okay, open, click, click on the side, only on the side. Okay, and then let's go back to our box and let's adjust this, and let's add the same event and here, but we on a click. We're gonna toggle slider, and in here we're gonna use the slider and false. Okay, that should be work. Okay, on the side working, and clicking on the links working too. Okay, so I think we're done with our sidebar, menu bar, or slider, whatever you call. So now let's work on our header. So we're gonna show the avatar and we're gonna use the type effect. Okay, so let's create the header component. It's gonna be in the components, new file, header.js, and functional component gonna be, and let's import, guys, from the material UI, from material UI core. What we're gonna use? We're gonna use typography. We're gonna use avatar component. We're gonna use the grid and box. Okay, so in the return, let's actually, instead of div, Ctrl D 2 times, and we're adding the box. Let's go down here, and let's add the avatar in here. So avatar, source, alt, so Russell Crowe, spelling right. So let's import the avatar, import avatar from, it's 2 levels up, avatar.png, and let's add the path in here, avatar. Alright, so let's save, let's import in index. That's after navbar, header, and let's import in here, import header from, it's in the same directory. So okay, let's save, let's see this. Rendering avatar is not defined. Avatar is not defined in the header. Avatar. Okay. Typo. Okay, and header with avatar. Alright. So let's add the text. We're gonna add the type effect, and to do this we're gonna use, let me open the browser, and React type it, I guess. Yeah, type it. Okay, let's open. It's npm. We can install by npm. I just want to show you guys where you can find small documentation for this. Okay, so we're gonna install by npm, install React type. So let's copy, and you just can see what we're gonna do. We're gonna create the typed component. We're gonna give the attribute strings, and here we're gonna add our text. Okay, we're gonna add the speed, and the second component is gonna be the same thing, but with the array, with like 3 different, or you can 5 different texts, just as much you like. And we're gonna use type speed, back speed, so it's gonna go back and it's gonna be looping. Okay, so it's easy. So let's do it. First, let's install. Let's open another window. So I copy it, I just paste, enter, and installing. All right, let's close it up. Let's add the typography component, as we're gonna use for all our headings text typography component. If you remember, it's gonna be variant. We're gonna use h4 heading 4 for this, and let's import the typed, import typed from it's React typed. Okay, and let's add in here the typed component and typed strings. Anywhere we add the array, even if we have one string, so it's gonna be the name of our hero, Russell Crowe, and let's add the type speed. It's gonna be the 40. All right, so let's see what we just create. Russell Crowe, and it stopped. Okay, so we want this text to be freeze, and subheading is gonna animate, it's gonna be typing, racing, typing again, it's gonna looping. So let's implement it. So okay, let's copy and let's add the break line, and now here we're gonna change to heading 5, and we're gonna add the 3 strings. First one gonna be web design, second string gonna be web development, I hope I spell it right, and the third string, let's add the MERN stack. Okay, let's do speed same. Let me adjust, and we want back speed to 60. Okay, let's see. Okay, this stays, and this one is animating. You see, it's freeze. So to fix it, we want to loop it. So we're gonna add one more attribute, loop. Loop, not loop, but loop. Save. Let's reload. Yep. Design, web development, MERN stack. All right. So let's style it. Let's do it. So we're gonna use again make styles, and we need to import it. Let's import it here. Import make styles from material styles. Let's add the core here, and let's comment in here CSS styles, and counts. Let's create use styles equal make styles, and let's add, of course, the attribute theme. Let's add in here too. Okay, so first let's do avatar, the class avatar, and we want to use for width theme, not spacing. I want to add the 15, and let me just copy, make it faster. Okay, here's gonna be height 15, and let's add the margin here. So margin gonna be the 1. Now let's save. Let's see what we just done. As doesn't work as okay, we need to specify the class for our avatar. We need to create another variable, classes. It's gonna be the use styles. All right, and let's add in here. So class name, classes dot avatar. Now it should be work. Reload. Doesn't work. Why it doesn't work? Let me see. Oh my god, guys, my bad. I put not in the right place. That's happened when you try to record video in 2:15 a.m. Okay, my apologize, guys, but we continue. Okay, avatar reloading. So okay, let's continue. Let's specify 2 more classes for the title and subtitle, and we're gonna do in the typography in here. So let me copy just class name. Let's copy, put down here. That's gonna be the title. Okay, title, and this one gonna be subtitle. Okay, and let's style it. First the title. I want to color it tomato. All right, and subtitle, no, not subtitle, color gonna be TAN 10, and margin bottom I'm gonna add 3 rem. Don't forget the comma. Let's see. All right, good. So let's make everything in the center, in the middle of the screen. So let's create the class. We're gonna name it, type it container. That's for our box, which hold everything. And let's do position absolute, and on the top I'm gonna add the 50%. On the left gonna be the 50 as well, and we're gonna use transform, translate. I'm gonna minus 50%, comma, and minus 50%. And width, let's do 100 viewport width. And text align, it's gonna be the center, and we're gonna add the index. We're gonna add 1. Okay, and let me copy the class name. Actually, let me copy first this, put down here, and the name of the class for the container. Let's save. Let's see. Reload the page. And let's use for the avatar the grid. It's gonna be the container. Okay, and we're gonna say justify center, and let's add the avatar inside this grid. All right. So now let's add the image background. Which is this one? Okay. All right. We're gonna do. Let's do in app CSS. Let me delete everything. And body going to be the background not the color, and URL, and the name of image coffee apple, and coffee apple, and no repeat, center, and fixed. All right, and we also can do the WebKit, and background, it's cover. Now let's copy and paste one more time. For the Mozilla Opera, and just background color here. Let's save. Let's check our project and reload. Alright guys, so now let's add the particles. So let's go back to code editor, close, we don't need the header, navbar, only index we're gonna add in here. So we want to install it. Let me show you guys where you can find. So if you type in a search in a Google, it's like React, yes, particles.js. Yes, let's open. Okay, so here's the documentation. You can check, guys. You can manipulate with values. You can add the animations. You can add the number of particles, you know. But I will show you my way what I find for this project. Okay, so let's do first. Let's install npm install React particles and JS. Alright, so React particles JS installed, and now let's import particles from React particles JS, and let's add the component in here, particles. Alright, so let me wrap with the fragment. Alright, so let's work on the particles. So we're gonna use the params, and inside the params we're gonna say particles and the number. I'm gonna add value will be 45. Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna fix it. We just need to put the particles below the navbar and header. Okay, now let's fix the particles. We want to be on a whole screen, so animating on whole screen. So let's go to code editor, and first we need to import make styles. Import make styles, and it's from material UI styles, and let's create the variable counts to use styles, and I'm gonna place here make styles, gonna be object, and let's create the class name, particles canva. You can call it wherever you like, you know. So, and let's give the position absolute. Yes, and let's create the variable classes, const classes, and let's put in here inside the classes use styles. Alright, so in particles, let's specify canvas class name. It's different, it's not just class name, it's canvas class name. Don't forget it. And let's add the classes that particles canva. Alright, so let's go back to the screen, and it's on the whole screen. Alright, so let's work on circles. We're gonna add the circles and we want to animate them, make them bigger, smaller, and let's animate the strokes too. So let's do, guys, interesting things. Okay, and let's add density, enable, I'm gonna say okay, for now it's false. Let's add the false, and let's add value area. I will do the 900. So let's see what's different. Okay, so you can see now, and let's add the true. Save, and you see how it's changed. You can play with it, you know. Okay, so let's continue. Let's add the shape. Type, of course, it's circle, and stroke, width, let's add 1, and color on 8 tomato. Okay, let's see, it's kind of small, you can see it yet. Okay, we'll see it when we can change the size. Right here, let's do the size, and value gonna 8, gonna add 8, and random, let's add true, and then let's do animation and enable, for now let's add the false, and speed, the false because I want to show you the difference, you know. Speed gonna be 10, size minimum, let's add 0.1, and sync, let's add the false for now too. So let's see the difference. Now it's you see the size of the circles. Now let's add the animation to true. All right, you see. So, and let's enable the sync, true. Not true, but true, typo. All right. Okay, and stroll, not stroll, but stroke. Right here. Okay. Can make speed a little bit less. Let's add 8. Or 6. You can play, guys, with the animation sizes. Okay, you can add here star. Let's see the star. You can use the stars, but I'm gonna use the circle. Alright, so let's add last thing. Let's add the opacity. Okay, it's up to the size. Opacity. Let's add the value 1. Random. True. Oops. True. And let's do animation. Enable false for now. And speed, let's do 1. Opacity minimum, let's do 0.1. And sync as the false. Let's see what's gonna change. Okay, now you can see this, the opacity is not good, so let's change it. True. Let's see. Okay, and let's add the sync. Alright guys, you can play with the opacity sizes, you can check the documentation, and I think we're done for this video. Alright, so if you like this project, guys, if you like this video, don't forget to click like button. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe. So in this channel we're solving real world problems and real projects, so we're learning by the practice, not just theory. I don't like the theory, I like to learn by practice, implementing real examples, play with examples, that's what you can do. Alright guys, so see you in the next video. Bye.